Hello Scorpio and welcome to your Avalon Rituals reading for the month of April 2020. My name is Julia. Thank you for tuning in. I know I'm a little bit late, but I have a good reason. I have a website and I was working on the website so that you guys can now check out my website, read all about readings, read a little bit about myself, have a look around my baby crystal adoption service if you want to adopt a crystal. And if you sign up to the newsletter, you get 10% off your first purchase, which could be your own personal reading. So if you like to get your own personal reading, you can subscribe to the newsletter and then, as I've said, get a 10% off voucher. And I want to start with a little singing, bowling. There she is. If you like to go to your reading directly without healing energies from the singing bowl and myself, then you can just jump to 2 minutes 30 or 3 minutes. And for everybody who feels like you could use a little bit of relaxation, of healing, you can close your eyes if you like. Take a deep breath and exhale. Now, and you're going to see your cards. I'm going to start with the Lenormand and we'll do the tarot on top of it after. Okay, so what you need to know, in the Lenormand there is always a card who is indicating you, and I will choose the lady. So no matter of your gender, you are the lady. No matter of the gender of your love interest is indicated here by the male person. And I want to start with you over here. There are some unclarities, but they are lifting, they are shifting now. So whatever it was that you were unsure about or unclear, or a situation that you couldn't really see, it is lifting. Also, I do have you here as a very dominant person, someone who is maybe self-employed or someone in authority. You know what you want. I have a strong sense of self here, strong self-worth, and the strength in itself is here next to you as well. There is something about commitments, relationships, partnerships that are involving some kind of travel, and there is a new beginning in this situation here. So this can always indicate a love relationship, or of course business as well, something related to, as I've said, travel, where there will be a new start, a new beginning. If I mirror you, you are mirrored onto a decision, so there will be a decision, and interestingly it is also mirrored onto a person, so your love interest. And also there are the owls. It might be that there's a phone call coming in from this person and then there will be a decision. It could also mean that there is some stress related to the situation with this person, and therefore there is a decision that you are going to make. You yourself are in the house of complications and delays, which I can see here in the middle are put together in the center energies of the reading. We have the The tower is interesting. The tower can be different things. The tower can stand for a company, a company, a building in authority, something very dominant. For example, I don't know, this any. Sorry, I don't know the the terms in English. I just realized, but something dominant like a company. This can also be a separation. Because it's a withdrawal, you can withdraw in the tower, therefore it can stand for a separation or an isolation. There's something that with the tree can take quite a while, because the tree is always something that is long term. There are complications and delays, and they also fall back onto the moon. Now the moon can stand for work, especially when you have now these two together. So the topics that I just described around the tower might be resonating with you, but also with those in a combination, I do feel like there is something about you being self-employed, about your own stability in life, and there are some complications and delays, and this is why you are here also in the house of complication and delays, because that's what you're dealing with at the moment. Let's see what is around the card of love. We see there is a new beginning related to love, which is also related to letting go of something, that could mean letting go of something, and here is also communication. So that would indicate there might be a phone call or a message coming in from your love interest, or you two are just like in touch and talking about things and make a decision here. This decision can surely be the new beginning here. Also, the side is talking about be mindful. There are some wounds, there are or the potential of being hurt. So just be a bit mindful. This can indicate danger. It could also indicate here a painful communication actually. So that might be again here related also to the decision. I do see something is nagging on you in your emotional life here. There might be a sense of loss. Here also the decision that you make here. I mean, we have seen it already with this card appearing in the same mix, that it might be about your love life. But now we see that the heart is also related to the card here. Oh, let me just adjust this a little bit. So there might be something that is hidden in your emotional life, or some knowledge that you will gain that relate to a decision. Also, again, as I've said here, something is nagging on you. It might again be some kind of loss, but also there is a new beginning in your love life, and this can also indicate things are moving related to love. Interestingly, if I now see the cards around the partnership, there's also, this can indicate another woman, or as I've said, complications and delays in partnerships, and in something that, like, in general, this is journey, this is traveling, but it can also be business with other people who are not in your immediate environment. So often I refer this also to having like an online business and to make business with people who are not in your immediate environment. Interestingly, we have work related to partnership as well, which could indicate that this is here also about work. There is something long-termish in work. It might be that you have already worked quite a lot for you being self-employed here, or your independence or your stability, but now something is a little bit nagging onto you or on you, also not just in love but also related to the anchor, which means work. Okay, let me see. If I now mirror this, it's like partnerships and contracts in work that are a little bit stuck. We have also a tricky, complicated situation in this area. So everything in the month seems like a little bit like, it's like, okay, there are some things that are falling like into a place or are moving a little bit forward, but then it seems, or that's also the energy I'm getting, like, okay, there are decisions, there are new beginnings, but also it's like, it's a little bit like it's not completely 100% go, if you know what I mean. I do have clarity coming in your house, which is good. So there will be a clarity, and after the feeling of this reading is a little bit like, oh yeah, it goes a little bit forward, but also it is here related, it could be related to stress. We have a painful situation, maybe a painful communication here. But also there is a new beginning, and so there are good things, but also things that are like a little bit like, but again, if I now follow you, I see that there is clarity coming in, and that's really, really good, because I do feel with this reading, this is what you really need. Some clarity about some situations in your life. Clarity, a new beginning, like after this complications and delays. There were delays in your life here, but again, there is the clarity coming, and that's really, really good. Also, I do see that the Sun is the most powerful card in the deck. That means that everything it's pure luck, it's long-term luck, it's illumination, it's like super powerful and a lot of good energy. And this is in the house, this is in the house of communication. So I do feel communicating in the month of April is for you really, really beneficial, and you should use the energy to really sort some things and get some clarity in here. Also, having a look around the last cards here, we do have a karmic situation. So there is a life lesson, a lesson for you, but it is like a blessing, a gift. It feels with those two cards, and also with this, like suddenly something is coming in. It's quite a surprise. You did not really expect this, but something is coming in here, and there's a positive change. So this is this is interesting. I do feel like I want to, because I do feel like I'm getting mixed messages here, or it feels like there's a lot going on for you. And I do want to clarify now with the tarot. So let's have a look. What are the messages from the tarot for the month of April 2020 for Scorpio, Sun and Rising? Yeah, okay, so we have a decision here. Very nice. A decision could be work-related, could also be related in other areas of life. The Two of Wands is about embracing the unknown, making a step into the unknown, but also planning for the future. It's like you're having the world in your hand, and where do you want to go from now? This is the question you should ask yourself. Where do you want to go from now on? And this can definitely relate to the lovers, to the that's why I love it, because we also have we see this here in the combination: a decision, embracing the unknown, planning the future, related to a love situation. That is exactly the same thing we have here. Making a decision. And that's just so great, because the tarot has a little bit of a different language, and therefore gives more information and details about situations, and goes even deeper and points really out what wants to come out from the Lenormand. By the way, the Lenormand is also a card reading, or the method I'm using here. I always, if you're just curious about what's going on for you, that's always something I can do, and just like jump in and interpret it the way I do it with the readings now. But also, if you have a specific question, of course, you can really go deeper and look deeper into the different combinations and meanings, because each card can have different meanings related to what you're asking about. So if you book your own personal reading and you have a question, then you can get even more detail out of this reading and more precise informations. And also I'm stopping this large reading now, as these are the for free YouTube readings. So in general, I could go into each topic using this as work, using the moon again as work, and really going deep into all the topics of life here. I just want to add this because in general with the Lenormand reading there is even a little bit more possible. Coming back to the tarot, we do have something here that is really like a new flirt, a new beginning, something that is it's making you tingly. You get butterflies here with this card. So that's also a really beautiful confirmation for the cards that we have seen so far in the Lenormand. So there is a decision. There's a decision in your relationship, and it will lead to new a new flirt, new feelings, new excitement here. We do have the Eight of Pentacles, which talks about building now on something. So it might be that you are already or were already involved with this person and you have already built a lot. So there is a foundation already and now you are continuing. So that is quite interesting. What are the messages? What more messages once? Okay. Did you see that? This is the sun placed on the sun. Just saying. So there is a lot of energy. There's a lot of positive energy. I know. With the sun, it's really like things are illuminated. There is new clarity coming in, and as I've said, I do feel this is very important because I felt like there are mixed situations here in this reading. So with the sun, you have new illumination, a new start, a new beginning, new clarity, and really a lot of really good energy here. There might be with the King of Pentacles, it might be an earth sign that you are involved with. Also the King of Pentacles is someone, if it's about the energy of this person, it's someone who's really working step by step. This is also referring to this card here, or can refer to this card. This person has worked for his or her stability. He or she might have very traditional values, and he's really like, okay, I'm working step by step. I'm looking into detail. I'm really working for and putting the effort in so I can now live the security that I have built up. So this can be the quality of the person you're dealing with, if it is not an earth sign. Also, of course, the King of Pentacles, I feel like, is a very mature person. Yeah, okay, with the Tower, there is definitely something that is going to change. That can definitely refer to the decisions that are being made now, and also here with the painful situation and communication, I do feel like there are some shifts. Interestingly, I just see this last row. The Tower, many people are afraid of the Tower, but also the Tower can be a sudden plot twist. Something comes in suddenly, and I do feel this is referring to the lower line here. Something karmic, a surprise, something that is coming in, which is quite nice here. And also with the luck is also something coming in quick. That's quick luck, and suddenly things are different. I do feel like the last row here refers to the Tower moment. So it might be that therefore there's something coming in for you guys that is quite unexpected. We have the Ten of Pentacles here, so that's abundance. Abundance in every area of life. I do feel like you are able to really manifest what it is that you want to manifest here. So a very beneficial card for visualizing and success. I do see them, and that's interesting because that is this combination. This is pain and this is heart, of course. So we have here the same combination. There is some sense of a loss about love and some pain, but also there is a new beginning. So maybe you are dealing with two people here. Maybe you are dealing with two people, like there's some loss that you are still grieving, and then there's also a new person. Oh. Things will move forward with the Knight of Wands. It might get even quite passionate. So this is really, it's super interesting, and I know I say this now a couple of times, but this is why I feel like I'm getting mixed signals here. Scorpio, you little ones, what is going on in your life? Please, if you want to share in the comments if you resonate with the reading. If you want to explain a little bit more and spread some light, please feel free to do it. Yeah, this is really interesting because Knight and Page, if you have two of the same, like the Page and the Knight, this can always indicate a person that you know already for quite a while. It can be a fire sign or a very fiery person. But with this combination, I would say there's a person who is in your life, not just right now, but it is in your, she or he is in your life for, you know this person. Wow, and the Judgment. Okay, so let's see. I would say there is some heartbreak, some loss, some painful situations related to your love life. That might be this person here that you have been on a really journey with. Journey here, the card, this is also what I mean with the ship. This can indicate the journey of a soul. But you are able to have new awakenings and insights about the situation and to liberate yourself from some of the pain, and are able to move on. Also, at the same time, I do feel like there is another person, because this row is embrace the unknown, make a decision, the lovers, the flirt, the feelings, it's exciting, work on something here. And then we have things that are, there's the sun coming in, the Knight, the King, so something very grounding, but also in the middle of the whole mix of two grounding cards here, we have the Tower. So it's like, I mean, you guys are known for being intense, right? And very mysterious, so it's not surprising that these things are coming up in this combination for you guys, I would say. But I'm really, really excited to get your feedback on this reading. So if you resonate with this, please leave me a like or a comment or subscribe to the channel. And tell me more about your mysterious situation, guys. Have a lovely day, a great month, and talk to you soon.